Greetings, mortals and mortalettes. It is I, your prophet of purgatory, and the true final boss of DBW and your father, because you are all my children indeed. Mr. Judgment here with my episode 4 of Mr. Judgment's Confessionals, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a fantastic show for you this evening. Yes, two mortals from different backgrounds, two mortals. One is an Anarchy champion, one is supposedly unrefined. Two mortals to grace the presence of the Lord and Savior, because you are all my children. Don't forget that. True final boss. Mr. Judgment here. And just a reminder, check us out on all social media platforms. Facebook, just search up Dominating Breakout Wrestling. YouTube, especially YouTube, where you can find all the amazing action that we've seen from DBW's past to DBW's current and soon to be DBW's future at Dominant Breakout Wrestling. Just search it up on YouTube. And we also have an Instagram page where you can check out Dominant Breakout Wrestling on Instagram as well. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check them out as far as social media is concerned. And if you want some amazing merch, some of the greatest, highest quality, even highest quality to be in purgatory itself, search up bonfire.com and just search up Dominant Breakout Wrestling. It's amazing quality. So many selections, so many offerings there on the Bonfire website for Dominant Breakout Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm here Wednesday night, Mr. Judgment's Confessionals with the Flask of Judgment, indeed. And I'm here with an amazing show. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on my first guest here this evening on Wednesday evening, because Wednesdays are holy now with Mr. Judgment, your Lord and Savior, here on the DBW YouTube channels. We are live, unscripted, maybe a little scripted, but we are live here. We are not premiering, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and as always, feel free to be engaging in the comments section of my show, as I will post up your comments on the show, as we are fully interactive here, mortals and mortalettes, indeed. So without further ado, I would like to bring aboard my first guest this evening. He is the current, reigning, defending DBW Anarchy champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jay Luther.
What it do? What it do? What it do? It ain't nothing but a Luther thing, baby.
Indeed, we are all riding the Jay Luther train. You are the current reigning defending Anarchy champion, Jay Luther. Indeed, how do you feel being the champion? Your first singles gold here at DBW, long awaited.
I tell you, it feels good, but behind this title, trust me, I'm gonna make sure that the Anarchy is gonna have a fulfilled meaning behind it. There's going to be a reason why they put me in this position as champion.
Indeed, and you know it's going to be interesting to see what
I've been asking the head people, upper management, to give me a shot. They gave me that opportunity. Now it's time for me to fulfill it. But I know I just can't do it with little matches here, little matches there. I've got to come out of my comfort zone. With this belt, I heard, it can't be done, just singles, man. I always got to have a stipulation. And I want any stipulation that anybody offers.
You know, there's always something with that DBW Anarchy Championship, whether it be multi-bans or stipulations. You know, it's arguably one of the hardest titles to defend in all of DBW with the countless titles that we have here, because our roster is massive. But it's you are the DBW Anarchy Champion, and it was much deserved. You have been through the proverbial hell here in DBW, having to fight and scratch and claw your way through every single event that you've had here. So tell us, let us in the audience know, let the mortals in the world out there know, who is Jay Luther?
Hello?
Hello, Jay Luther. So tell me, who is Jay Luther? Tell us for the audience, for the mortals out there in attendance, who is Jay Luther?
Jay, now Jay Luther has switched over from from when he was that arrogant, wanted to just go in and dominate people. Now he's more of a cool, calm, laid back, relaxed type of guy. You can't go into every match thinking you're going to rip somebody's head off without a strategy. And that was me uh, back then. Going in without a strategy. Power move, you know, what I got to do is dominate there with strategies now.
Indeed. It seems as though you have done a full turn. It seems like Jay Luther, you have reinvented yourself, and the DBW universe is fully behind you, Jay Luther. Especially getting that amazing reception that you did when you won that DBW Anarchy Championship that has a storied history here in DBW, being one of the founding championships of our entire company. It is arguably one of the oldest titles in DBW, and I have some snippets here. Did you know that the Anarchy Championship was initially called the One versus All Championship, as it was always made to be a multi-man championship, but has evolved over the course of time. And we are very excited to see what you do as you continue to evolve that Anarchy division, that initial division as it is in DBW. So many great champions of past have held that title and have went on to hold more titles and larger titles. So it is a stepping stone of a championship here in DBW. So tell us, walk us through last year. So, you're from start to finish in the 2024 season, walk us through your mindset of how the year started, was obviously how it ended with gold around your shoulder.
Ah, last last year, I really didn't have too much, um, didn't have too much confidence in myself. That's why I had to, I had to switch over. I had to get inspiration.
Indeed.
Um, so that's why I switched over a new relief. I switched my attitude. I know my attitude reflects leadership.
Mm.
So I know if I changed my attitude, I could go in that locker room and show other guys that it really don't take attitude. It really don't take arrogance to be on top.
Mm.
You can go in, do what you got to do, and still keep a smile on your face.
Indeed. It
And
takes
that's
me many years to learn that, Jay Luther.
and that's what it took me when I first started in DBW till this point now. And look where it's got me. Anarchy champion. It had to take that turnaround to get what I've been asking for.
It was quite impressive to see your journey, as it was from how you started here in DBW just a few years ago until obviously where you are now, as you continue to establish yourself here as a mainstay in DBW, obviously be one of the champions here in DBW. So this, I strongly believe this is the first of many championships for you here on DBW, Jay Luther, and it's been a pleasure to watch you along this ride, and it's going to be amazing to see what you do with that championship as we continue on to 2025. So let me ask you, in your own way, as people have taken this division and really cultivated it into their own thing. So what do you plan to do to make the Anarchy division yours, Jay Luther?
As I've said many a times, I'm gonna I'm gonna show the reason why it was given to me. That means I'm gonna step in that ring with any challenger, hoping that it's not just a simple match. I want any type of stipulation. I'm coming out of my comfort zone this year in 2025. You know, if it's me against one, me against two, me against three, I'm asking all comers, come with it. And I'm telling you, once you get in that ring, you gotta have you. You better come. You better come, because trust me, this year I'm gonna be nice, but guarantee somebody's getting thrown.
You know, it's it's going to be very exciting to watch. You know, I being a former Anarchy champion myself, probably one of the worst Anarchy champions of all time, indeed. But nonetheless, you know, when you look at my history and my credentials, it does say one-time Anarchy champion, indeed. But you know, it's going to be great to see from a former Anarchy champion to the current reigning defending Anarchy champion, to see what you do with that division. So, Jay Luther, I'm going to get to some of the comments now that we have, because we are blowing up here on Wednesday night, as we do, as the mortals start to chime in here. We have Colton Lee says the best Wednesday night show is now live. Indeed, indeed. Finally, the mortals are gaining some sense to them. Indeed. So then we have Ace Christian with you know, always something of garbage. I tell you what. Oh, we have
He's just a young feller.
Indeed, he is a sprout. He is a sprigand. Then we have Casey James, absolute. Casey James, we have not seen in many moons. We've seen Caden Phoenix, but we have not seen Casey James in many years. Indeed, interesting to see him. We have Caitlin Murillo saying hi to Ace. We have, let's see, Richard Google, who is a constant name here on Mr. Judgment's Confessionals week over week. We appreciate your support, mortal. What up, what up, what up? Yes, what up times 3. We have Richard Google with DBW times thrice. Indeed, indeed. And we have Aaron Blaze calling out the Anarchy Championship with some eyeballs and a thinking face. Oh, what does that mean? Indeed. Indeed, interesting. We have more comments.
I'll be waiting for him if he comes around.
Oh, snap. That bacon. All right, Casey James. Yeah, and tell them who the first Anarchy champion was. Tell them. Indeed, indeed. The first Anarchy champion of DBW was indeed Casey James. He established the Anarchy division. So we can never take that away from Casey James, indeed. Respect. We have Zachary Depew. Oh, we have the Hub City champion in attendance. Greetings, mortal. Ace is still a bitch. Oh, God. I got to wash my mouth out now and drink some more holy water, indeed. What up, Jay Luther and the rest of the gang? So the Hub City champion is in your corner, Jay Luther. We have Ace Christian. Don't take my line, Casey, and go back to the rock you have been hiding under while I've been holding the fort down. Indeed. Oh, we have the global champion of DBW who was on my show last week. Eat the championship, Luther. What? We don't do that with championships, indeed. Let's see. We got Ace Christian, Belt Collector Christian coming. Oh, Ace Christian saying he may want the Anarchy Championship. Indeed. What do you say to that?
Trust me. Oh, I've been waiting for that opportunity. I've been waiting for that opportunity. A powerhouse and what, a high flyer.
He's been becoming a powerhouse himself, indeed.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in the locker room. I've seen his little videos that he's been posting, him working out in the gym.
Yeah, it's me too. You know? Yes, indeed. See that? Yeah. The power of God. Indeed. So we have, let's see, we have that's Casey James said that's crazy. I'm assuming that's to Ace Christian, yes, Seed. Then we have Aaron Blaze. When you say holding down the fort, Ace, you mean that pillow fort of yours, the way you act like a child. Indeed, he's a child. I am the true Blaze, not a wannabe. Oh, now we've got a skirmish on the comments section, Jay Luther. My apologies. Anyway, I want to get back to you, Jay Luther, since you are the Anarchy champion and you are my guest here on Mr. Judgment's Confessional. So let me ask you. So, you know, you have a distinguished amateur background, Jay Luther, which I think is going to add an interesting twist to the Anarchy division. as we progress forward in the 2025 season, as not too many of the DBW competitors on the roster have an amateur background as you. How do you look to leverage that in your matches and use your amateur skill and your amateur background as you look to continue to retain your championship?
Well, I can tell you that my amateur background, that is going to be the setup for a beatdown.
Indeed.
I could take you down. I'm gonna roll you around a little bit, but if you let me get on top, then I have to switch over. Or in other words, I could just simply, take you down. I'll let you back up, play with you a little bit.
Indeed.
And I know some of y'all out there with that nasty mind, no Diddy,
Yes.
as y'all will say.
Yes, I was going to say I might have echoed those words last night. Indeed, sin. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's inappropriate of me. Sin, filth. Indeed. Jay Luther. So you have an accomplished background in amateur wrestling, and it's going to be great to see what you do with that Anarchy Championship as you progress forward in the 2025 season. It's going to be great to see. We have Unfinished Business as our first show of the year, and I just got word earlier today that we have the name of the second show of the DBW season. Now, we don't have the graphics yet because I have privileged information that I can share with you. The second show is going to be called DBW Fallout. And from what I understand, I don't know too much information, but from what corporate has informed me, is you will be defending your championship at Fallout, Jay Luther. So that's, we don't know who the competitor is yet, but we will find out. And trust me, when I do find out, because, I can hit up my guy Simon Bartholomew, as he gets me all the scoops and all the information that I need. But I will get that information. Once we do, I will have you back on this show with your challenger and let you speak your piece, champion. Indeed. So tell me, what are your goals for the 2025 season, Jay Luther?
Oh, my goal for the 2025 season is not only to just get in the ring and throw down, but it is to collect more gold. But first, I have to get through one person, maybe two, maybe one or two people that I want to be in the ring with before anything.
Mm-hmm. So you want to solidify yourself as the best Anarchy champion of all time.
Yes, and it's nothing personal against these guys. It's just that I just want to test. I want to pick their brains. I see when they get in the ring how good they are against other people. So I want to see they're the best against them. How would I be the best against them?
I see. Well, I tell you that as we progress forward here, it seems like a lot of roster members in the comments section are very interested in proving your point.
Yeah,
and
I see
who
that.
You can face.
What is it? What, UFW?
That would be UWFNY. That would be Scorpion the Assassin, I believe. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
The legend himself. Let's see. Ganner needs to get his act together and get these matches made. Lightweight GM. Oh, Richard Kugel getting on the GM. Saying the GM needs to step up and get these matches done for you, Jay Luther. So you can prove to the entire DBW universe and to the roster that you are not just you are the Anarchy champion. So, Jay Luther, I will leave you with closing comments. The floor is yours, champ. What do you want to say to the DBW universe that is watching and what they can expect to see from the DBW Anarchy champion in 2025?
2025, I'm not gonna say that much because they say actions speak louder than words, and I'm the type of person that I don't like to speak too much because if I speak out, before anything happens, then when I get in the ring, and then everything switches over, and be like, wow, he talked all that mess and couldn't back it up. So, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna get in the ring. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Because then if I tell you now, I don't want you to be prepared. You go be home training and stuff like that. No, I want to catch you off balance, catch you by surprise. Because you never know which way I'm gonna come. Is it gonna be the amateur Jay Luther? No, 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 no. Is it gonna be the the Mr. Throw You Jay Luther?
I've
Just know.
experienced that myself. You and I had a wrestling match. We had a match last year, did we not?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
And
we
I tell
did.
you,
And I can tell you, I severely, even though I was victorious in the match, I severely underestimated your strength and your quickness, Jay Luther. Almost to my demise of that match. I will tell you, you are one hell of a competitor here in DBW. Obviously, why you are the DBW Anarchy champion.
even when I'm not in the ring, or I'm always still working out. I'm still training. When I first started in DBW, when off season, you might think I was crazy if I would told you this. Maybe none of y'all would have believed me. But taking back bumps on the floor, till like I'm jumping off the ropes, jumping on my couch. At the time, my wife was like, what are you doing? Practicing tie-ups and stuff like that. Yeah, so when I'm not in the ring, I'm still practicing.
And I think that's what's going to keep the advantage on your side, Jay Luther, as you are the current reigning defending Anarchy champion of DBW, winning that title at the last event of the 2024 season. So, Jay Luther, I would like to say congratulations, mortal, on being the DBW Anarchy champion, your first singles championship of possibly many here in DBW. I want to thank you, mortal, for being on my show and gracing us with your mortal presence in that championship that has such a lineage here in DBW. Thank you so much, Jay Luther.
And I want to thank you for having me. I know they probably like, this guy's a bore. Of course, yeah. I don't like talking that much. I like showing what I can do. Yep. But I appreciate you having me. I want to appreciate DBW for accepting me, having me, let me come in as a new family member. But I'm telling you now, and families, they do argue and they do fight. So whatever family member gets in the ring with me that wants to come for this Anarchy champion, we're going to fight. And then I'll give you a hug afterwards.
I love it. Indeed. Hug it out, and beat the crap out of each other. Nothing better than two mortals beating the snot out of each other. Yes, indeed. And from the Prophet's perspective. Jay Luther, current, reigning, defending Anarchy champion of DBW as we head in to the 2025 season. And as earlier announced, he will be defending his championship at the second major event of the DBW season, which is now called DBW's Fallout. Jay Luther, thank you very much and have a good evening.
Same to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure to have on the DBW Anarchy champion, Jay Luther. Yes, indeed, a fighting champion, a man of few words, but likes to back up what he says more so in the ring. Indeed. And like I said, I have been in the ring with him, and his strength is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. The amateur background really comes into play, and I'm very excited to see what he does with the Anarchy division of DBW and how he makes it his own. So, I just want to remind everybody, please check us out on all forms of social media. We have DBW's Facebook page, Dominant Breakout Wrestling on Facebook. Please join us. We also have the DBW Instagram page, where you can find all the latest information, photos, pictures. We'll have pictures from all the major events of the DBW 2025 season posted up on our Instagram page. Make sure to check us out and follow us there as well. And then we also have, of course, the Prime right here on the DBW YouTube channel, we have all the amazing DBW content from the past, the present, and to come in the future here that you can expect from Dominant Breakout Wrestling, because we are the dominant force in underground wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, mortals and mortalettes, I have another guest on that's going to come on my show here on Wednesday night, because Wednesday nights are my night, Mr. Judgment's night here. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce my next guest here on DBW's Mr. Judgment's Confessionals. I am, of course, talking about the Unrefined, ladies and gentlemen. The Unrefined, Jacob Ryan.
Thanks for the subpar introduction there, Judgy.
Subpar intro. Okay. Yes, indeed. I give excellent introductions, Jacob Ryan, you mortal. So, Jacob Ryan, Unrefined, first time on the show here on Mr. Judgment's Confessionals. Welcome to my show on Wednesday night here live.
And it's completely your pleasure for me to be on this show right now.
Indeed. So I am the host of Purgatory, Mr. Judgment himself, and I'm here with Unrefined Jacob Ryan, which you can see him in many places, of course, here at DBW. You can also see him at our partner company, VTW, as he is all over the place there as well, and many other places all over the independent scene, ladies and gentlemen. Unrefined Jacob Ryan. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and, who are you, Jacob Ryan? Why are you so undefined as you say you are?
Well, get it right there, Judgy. It's unrefined, not undefined. I know your dyslexia kicks in every now and again with that little accent that you be doing. My resume speaks for itself. I don't have to sit here and speak to these peons that you have in your pulpit and tell them who I am. They want to know who I am. They can Google the name Jacob Ryan and know that I'm a multiple-time heavyweight champion, cruiserweight champion, and all across the East Coast. So they want to know who I am. I'm not going to sit here and ramble off my accolades. They can look it up because I ain't got the time for them.
Well, indeed. We do have the time on this show, Jacob Ryan, and to the mortals and mortalettes out there on our show, they want to learn more about who this Jacob Ryan is, as do I. I've, have yet to, in DBW, be in the ring with Jacob Ryan, from what I can recall, indeed.
Yeah, but, this won't be it's not been the first time we've been in a ring together. There's a guy that I faced before that looked a lot like you, and he took what I held dear, which was a VTW YouTube championship, almost 2 years ago.
Oh, I know who you speak of. You're talking about my twin, who steals my entire moveset, that filth bag, Asher Christ, down there in VTW. Yeah,
but
that guy's a model of Mr. Judgment, the original, the only prophet of purgatory, indeed. He calls himself, God's true son. I am the true son of God, not him.
I don't know. I've never been in the ring with Mr. Judgment, but Asher Christ is a hell of a competitor. He might just be better than you.
Excuse me, Jacob Ryan. Yeah, I think.
Did I stutter?
Well, I think your mouth is unrefined right now, Jacob Ryan. I think it needs some refining. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I live my life. You didn't want this on the show, then don't invite it.
So, okay, so you brought up about, my twin, Asher Christ, and taking something from you. I believe it was the VTW YouTube Championship, if I do recall correctly. Is that correct, Jacob Ryan?
Yeah, that would be correct. And I was on the way to becoming the longest reigning YouTube champion in VTW history until that bald fool got in my way.
Listen, we're both bald, mortal. You watch your tongue. So
but his head's a lot shinier than yours.
Excuse me. We do not lie here on Mr. Judgment's Confessionals, Jacob Ryan. You
I
understand
don't.
that? We do not lie. I
I've never
understand.
lied a day in my life.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll see about that. So yes, we have Asher Christ down there who took the YouTube championship away from you and took everything that you hold. Yeah, as you just said, took it away from you. And of course, he likes to steal my moves, filth bag. He cannot come up with anything himself. Even took my finisher, the filter. But it's what did you think about being in the ring with Asher Christ and his creative character moveset?
Asher Christ was one of the most powerful men that I've been in the ring with in the last 12 years of my career.
Hmm.
And I'll say that truthfully. The last time Asher Christ and I were in the ring together, it was in a steel cage, Halloween Hangover 2023. And not only in that match, I did everything I could to keep that championship. I not only abused his body, I abused my own. And in the process, I have a steel plate now in this arm from a broken arm that I occurred in that match.
I think also
I,
Asher Christ said he had some cracked ribs from that match as well, from that gigantic frog splash you gave him. Indeed, I'm glad that wasn't
yeah,
me.
I'm sure his ovaries were bruised afterwards too.
Damn, it's a sin. So Jacob Ryan, so what do you have? You're here and you are fully accomplished in VTW versus the World Wrestling. Who definitely check out, ladies and gentlemen, mortals and mortalheads. But you are here in DBW. What is your goals for the 2025 season, Jacob Ryan?
When I first showed up in DBW, my goal was to win championships, as is everyone. That's very cliche to say, but unlike everyone else, I've earned championship gold just by my reputation alone.
Mm.
When I walked through that door, I should have been in the main event for that world championship that I think you had. Oh, wait, I don't see it anymore. So you know just as bad how it is to lose a championship that you hold so dear to yourself.
That was low, Jacob Ryan. That was low. Okay. That DBW World Championship meant everything to me. It was the true holy grail of DBW while it was around my hands, while it was in my hands, around my waist, around my shoulder. It has been desecrated by one Brandon Castelli who that night overcame the immortal prophet by luck. But nonetheless, he is the DBW World Champion. But that title should be mine. See,
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Brandon not only whooped your ass once, but he whooped it twice.
Jacob Ryan, I don't like your tone, nor do I like your haircut. Yes,
and I don't like your fake little accent you got going on there.
Fake little accent. You will bow before me. Do you understand? You do not insult the prophet on his own show. What do you speak of, mortal sack?
I don't bow to anyone.
Oh, you will
Not
bow.
even you. Not even you, Judgy.
Oh, you will bow to me. Don't call me Judgy.
What's the matter, Judgy? You don't like that I call you that?
You know what?
Am I flustering you?
Let's.
I see your glasses fogging up there. You getting a little hotter under the collar there.
You know what? Maybe I didn't hear what you had to say. Let me check that. Let me check and see what I made sure I hear what you had to say. You shut your face, Jacob Ryan. You shut your face. Let me get to some comments here because the comment section is blowing up here. We have
that's because the ratings just went up because I am on the show.
We have the DBW World Champion in attendance in the comment section saying unrefined. We have Sammy Nothing saying someone's feeling sassy. Indeed. And we have Sassy Pants. Indeed. More sassiness. Good no Lord. This sounds like looks like a great match between you guys. He is the general manager of DBW, Jacob Ryan. Indeed. And we had Sassy and Sassafras. And we have Aaron Blaze here. Let's see. Make it. Oh, it seems as though some in the DBW universe want Gainer to make Mr. Judgment versus Jacob Ryan.
You know, that's a hell of an idea.
What makes you worthy to step in the ring with the Prophet and the entire DBW universe at my backing?
What makes you worthy to be in the ring with me, Judgy?
Call me Judgy one more time, and I'm gonna rip the soul from your carcass, Jacob Ryan. Do you understand that? More comments coming in.
If General Manager Gainer is in this chat right now, hear my plea right now. You have a show coming up very soon, the first show of 2025, called Unfinished Business. And how appropriate that you make a match between Judgy over here and myself one more time, but this time in a DBW ring.
So let me get this straight. It wasn't enough for you to be beaten by one son of God. You need to be beaten by two, Jacob Ryan. Is that what I'm hearing from the unrefined soul of Jacob Ryan? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
The ball's in your court there, Judgy. Why don't you get Gainer to make the match, and then I'll prove to you that I'm not the same guy that your twin was in the ring with 2 years ago. And let me say this. If by some miracle this match is made, and by some miracle you can defeat me again, let me just say this. I don't care what happens, but the one thing I will be getting back is my pound of flesh. And that is the main goal that I have for this matchup. That's what I want most out of this. A gram short, a penny shy, and it'll be a disservice to myself. See, last time you took a piece of my body.
I didn't take it.
Now I want a piece of you to take with me. That way I can ensure you are never the same again. And judging, no pun intended, by how you've been acting lately, ever since you lost that world championship, it looks like you've lost your balls too.
Jacob Ryan, I am pleading with Gainer right now to make this match official so I can show this worthless sack that not only can my twin whip your ass, but I will do it equally, if not more, tenfold to you, Jacob Ryan. You think that little piece in your arm was all he taken? What will you do when you are a soulless husk, Jacob Ryan? What will you do then? If Gainer makes this official, no pun intended, but your soul is mine, Jacob Ryan. Do you understand? It is done, ladies and gentlemen. It is done. The general manager of DBW has made this match official. And at Unfinished Business, you will see the unrefined Jacob Ryan in a penitentiary match qualifier with the Lord and Savior, with the prophet of purgatory, Mr. Judgment. Oh, and I created that match, Jacob Ryan. The penitentiary match is mine. I have the most experience in that match. What makes you think that you're going to even qualify for that match, let alone get in that match, Jacob Ryan?
Well, why do I think I'm going to get into it? Because like I've said, since you've lost that world championship, you aren't the same prophet that you claim to be.
I'm reborn.
Yeah, whatever you've been reborn as is not the same Mr. Judgment that I saw tear apart the DBW roster year after year, holding that world championship. If you bring this version of Judgment to me, you will be under my foot, and I will be moving on to that penitentiary match for the world championship. I don't
Mm.
want this clown that I'm talking to right now. I want the Mr. Judgment that was the final boss, that was the world champion for so long.
I am the true final boss, Jacob Ryan. What don't you understand about that? Maybe you should
You're
take
not
off
the
your
final
glasses.
boss. You're the
I
final
am.
bitch right now. And if you bring this attitude to unfinished business, I will walk over you and go on to claim that DBW World Championship as my own.
Jacob
And if I
Ryan.
can take that satisfaction from you to even sniff that World Championship again, I damn sure will do everything in my power to do it.
Jacob Ryan, your face is a sin. Your hair is a sin. Your putrid figure is a sin, Jacob Ryan. And I will wipe the sin from your soul as I relinquish it from your body. Do you not understand this, mortal? Do you not understand what you've just done? You have doomed yourself. You think you're getting some weakened Mr. Judgment because I don't have the title right now? Oh, trust me, I will have that championship once again because it is
Not if
mine.
I have anything to say about it.
Oh, we'll see about that, Jacob Ryan. I'm going to wipe the floor with your carcass. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Is that unrefined enough for you, Jacob Ryan? Is it?
I see I've gotten Judgy a little worked up tonight.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I am completely fine. Jacob Ryan, you have doomed your mortal soul to be at my grasp. But see, I will consume you, as I've done to many mortals in the past, as I continue my conquest back to my championship and being once again the top of the mountain of DBW. And if that means I have to go through you, Jacob Ryan, oh, I'm going to go through you like a hot knife through butter. Do you understand that, Jacob Ryan? Yeah, you got 9 other fingers you can wipe your eyes with, Jacob Ryan. You and your
Sorry,
crap.
I just had to wipe a judgment from my eye.
Oh, you know what? You are filth. You are nothing but filth, and you will listen to me, Jacob Ryan. For you see, you should not have asked for this. You're in way over your head. You thought what Asher Christ did to you in taking your championship. You thought that was horrendous. You thought getting that steel plate in your arm was bad. Imagine when you completely lose your soul. There's no amount of metal that can replace a soul, Jacob Ryan. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? And you have nothing but a target right on that arm that I'm going to focus on, Jacob Ryan, as I rip it from your body. Do you understand that? You don't know what you've done. You do not know what you've done in DBW. You do not know.
You see, Judgy, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I've accomplished that tonight. See, I've raised your ire a little bit. This is the Mr. Judgment I've been wanting to see. Because ever since you've lost that championship, you've lost your edge.
Lost my edge.
You've lost your edge. You've lost your everything that you held dear to you.
And wasn't that the same position that you were in when you lost that prestigious YouTube championship that meant everything to you, Jacob Ryan? Why don't you tell the audience how you felt when you lost that championship to Asher Christ? Why don't you tell the audience how that feels to lose everything that was in your grasp? Everything. The fame, the fortune, the championship, the notoriety, the popularity, everything gone in a whim, in a second, by Asher Christ. And he is a lesser of an immortal than I am. For I am the true Son of God, not him. I am the true final boss, the prophet of purgatory. I am the right hand of God himself, Jacob Ryan. And I will show you at unfinished business, because this is quite fitting for me, because it seems like Asher Christ started the job. He took from you what you hold dear. He did. The championship. He took it from you. And at unfinished business, I will not only take what was important to you and what you held dear, but I will take the breath from your lungs, Jacob Ryan. Do you understand that? Then you won't have to worry about losing anything else, Jacob Ryan, because you have nothing left to lose. Do you understand that? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Let's think of this scenario, Judgy. I've heard enough of your little pulpit talk. Think of this scenario. If by some miracle, and I do mean by some miracle, you beat me at unfinished business, that's great for you. You get to go on and claim your world championship. That's if Brandon Castelli don't whoop your ass again.
I got him. Break him.
But think of this scenario. What if you lose? Where do you go from there? What happens when I break the profit? What happens when I take your chance at your supposed world title away from you permanently? Because here's the one thing that I can guarantee for you, Judgment. As long as I'm around, and if I can help it, I will keep you away from that world championship. Because in my mind, I'm next in line. When it comes to championship gold, I'm next in line in DBW. And if it's not the world championship, I'll go for another championship. You know, that Hub City championship looks nice too. I've had it.
Oh, I know it is. I've had it. It is indeed
So
nice.
I'll keep that in the back of my mind because first, you're my business. And at unfinished business, I finish it once for all.
Jacob Ryan, you like to say that it is your time. You like to say that it's you're in the front of the line, right? Is that what you think? You're in the front of the line? Jacob Ryan, I am the line of DBW. Do you understand that? I am the line, the foundation. I am the mountain. Whether I hold the championship now or hold it later, I am the line that you have to cross, and you will not cross me. Do you understand that? You cannot defeat, you cannot kill someone who cannot be killed. I am immortal. Immortal. I am the prophet of purgatory, and I will destroy you, Jacob Ryan. Yeah, look into the eyes. Look up to God himself if you want. I will rip the flesh from your bones, Jacob Ryan, to get back to my championship and my penitentiary match. Mine.
You are nothing more than a false prophet, Judgy. And at unfinished business, I will expose you for the false god that you are and claim that I am at the top of that mountain now. And the line starts behind me now.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you forgot one thing. You are all my children, Jacob Ryan, and that includes you. Yes, I am your father, and I will do to you what your pathetic excuse for a father could not do, and I will whip your ass that you are long overdue for, Jacob Ryan. Yeah, I'm going to whip that ridiculous haircut off your head and make you even more bald than I am, Jacob Ryan. And I'm going to take
Don't
your
be jealous of the haircut there, Peach Fuzz.
I'm not jealous. I'm not. Anyway, I'm going to rip that steel plate from your arm and shove it down your throat, Jacob Ryan. And I will finish at unfinished business what Asher Christ could not. He took what you held dear, and I will take you, Jacob Ryan. You asked for this. So don't forget. Let me just show the DBW universe once again. At DBW Presents Unfinished Business, the first major event of the 2025 season, Jacob Ryan asked to be in a penitentiary qualifier match against your Lord and Savior, Mr. Judgment. And it was just made official tonight on my show by the general manager of DBW, Gainer. You asked for this, Jacob Ryan. So I would say you have to live with your consequences, but you won't be living past this match, Jacob Ryan. You will not. This is more
You're
than
not gonna live with the defeat once I'm done with you.
Oh, yeah, is that what you
Because
think?
let me guarantee you this. At the end of that match, the only one that's going to be screaming Jesus Christ is you. When I shoved my fist so far down your throat, your pulpit doesn't even retract anymore.
Oh, the Jesus Christ. Oh, do you fear that move, Jacob Ryan? Do you feel what it did to your putrid face? Do you fear the hundreds of thousands of people who watched you get utterly annihilated by the Jesus Christ? Maybe that's the key to all this as we say his name. Jesus Christ, Jacob Ryan. Asher Christ did it. Now maybe Jesus Christ needs to do it. Is that your proverbial kryptonite, Jacob Ryan? Is that what you fear? Is that what you fear, Jacob Ryan? You do not realize what you've done, Jacob Ryan. Whatever course you hope to be on here in DBW, it is done. Because I know what I must do to you, Jacob Ryan. I know what I must do. So, considering that, unfortunately, I was looking forward to this, having you on my show, but you are a guest nonetheless. I'll leave you with your final thoughts, Jacob Ryan. And may they be your final thoughts, Jacob Ryan.
Here's my final thoughts. After DBW Unfinished Business, you will no longer be the final boss. You will just be my bottom bitch. What you got to say about that, Judgy?
What do I have to say about that? What's exactly on the screen? Your filth of a mouth, Jacob Ryan. You are a walking, talking sin, Jacob Ryan. And I will abolish you from this planet, Jacob Ryan. You do not know what you have done. You just don't understand the pain that I'm going to inflict in his name, Jesus Christ, Jacob Ryan. So at Unfinished Business, DBW's first event, the first penitentiary qualifier match to get back to my prestigious championship in my match. I go through you, Jacob Ryan. You asked for this. You wanted this. The general manager made this happen. And I will consume your entire being and finished what is left to be unfinished for the unrefined Jacob Ryan.
Your ass is mine, Judgy.
Get off my show. Get off now. Ladies and gentlemen, mortals and mortalettes, there are few who can get under my skin like the one Jacob Ryan. It is true that my family has had a problem with Jacob Ryan for years. And unlike my brother, Asher Christ down in VTW, I will finish the job. At Unfinished Business, how fitting it is that Jacob Ryan asked for this himself. We will have at Unfinished Business, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, Unfinished Business, we will have the first penitentiary match qualifier. And for those of you mortals and mortalettes that don't know what the penitentiary match is, let me give a brief rundown description of what a penitentiary match is. You have 6 total competitors in this match, and it is for typically the top prize of our company, the DBW World Championship. And 2 competitors start in the ring while 4 other competitors are handcuffed to each ring post. Every 90 seconds, a random competitor enters the match. Once all competitors are in, the last competitor left standing is the victor of this match. It is my match, and I will go through Jacob Ryan to get to my end goal. Yes, indeed. So, mortals and mortalettes, thank you for coming and joining me for DBW's Mr. Judgment's Confessionals. What a show this was, even though it was plagued by his filthy ass. Yes, indeed. But great show. We had the Anarchy champion on here, Jay Luther. Amazing to have our Anarchy champion of DBW on my show. And I am here live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. here, right on the DBW YouTube channel. So for all you mortal souls out there, come to your father. Come join me every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on the DBW YouTube channel right here on Mr. Judgment's Confessional. Thank you so much for joining me, your prophet, and your host,